Hey, so today is actually the vlog for the 24th day of Vlog Every Day in April, and I was originally gonna talk about this in the vlog that I made for yesterday, but then I thought, now I'll just save it for this actual video. It's sort of something that, I don't have this scripted or anything, but it's a topic that came up in a past VEDA. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, and so it's something that I wanted to revisit, and then it kind of came up again. So what had happened was I posted a picture of myself from last summer in a bikini. It was a picture, it was actually a video still from a video that I did when I was at my old house, and I was making a video on my back porch, and I had my bikini on, and the videos are only from like here up, of course, so you could tell that I had the straps or whatever. But there was a still frame where I thought it was kind of an interesting still image because it was me, but it doesn't entirely look like me because it's one of those things that reminds me of those pictures where girls who appear to be thin will post a picture of what their skin looks like when they're sitting down or when they're bent over or something like that, and you can see how their skin actually does fold because, of course, everyone has more skin than is necessary to just hang on our frame because we need to be able to move and stretch and move in different ways, and our skin is elastic. And so it reminded me of that because I was stepping over the bench to the picnic table that I was sitting at, so my leg was up and I was kind of bent forward a little bit, and I have kind of like these rolls on my side. Small, I'm not saying big, don't think that that's what I'm trying to say, but it was just kind of interesting because that's not the way that I normally take pictures of my stomach. It's usually standing up or laying down when it's smooth. So I posted this picture, and I don't think I put anything on it, I just tagged it body positivity, and no one commented on it for like a year. Hardly anyone saw it. And then just recently, someone must have been going back through my stuff and found this picture and sent me a message about it. And, you know, they said that they really enjoyed it and that they're going through some body image issues right now, and seeing that I had posted that really helped them. And so I replied to them, and then someone else saw that and said, you know, oh, what was this picture? And went back and found it. And so people are seeing these things and going back and looking for this picture and then saying things about it. And so now it's like this big deal. And someone had commented that what they liked about it was that my body's not perfect, but it's beautiful anyway, which is something that's kind of a backhanded compliment because you know what they mean. What they mean is that no one is perfect, and even though we're not perfect, we can still be proud and be beautiful and feel beautiful, which of course is valid. But then on the other hand, they just said that I'm not perfect, which no one is in the truly, objective sense. But on the other hand, I look at that picture, which is the picture that they are commenting on, and I look at myself and the way I am, and no, not everything about my body is necessarily ideal to how most people would like to be, or even how I used to like to be. I didn't want to always look the way I do, but now I'm much more comfortable with it. So I look at that picture, and I look at who I am, and I don't see anything about me that should be labeled imperfect. And I think about, what my mom must have thought when I was born, and my family looking at me as a baby and saying, okay, counting my fingers and counting my toes, and I had this full head of hair already at that time, and all of this, and I was healthy, and I'm sure that at that moment they declared me perfect. Even though, of course, no one really is, we're still perfect in that way, and I believe that. So it's like, okay, I'm not perfect, but whatever, rude. I know what they mean, but that's a weird thing to say. Who are you to tell anyone that they are not perfect? As far as I'm concerned, anything that is imperfect about my body is internal, things that have to do with my health and, the way that I react to certain foods and things like that. Allergies are technically not perfect, and really, like, evolving the ability to digest lactose is not perfect because that's not how we were originally intended to be, and our bodies kind of mutated to be able to do these things, and those aren't perfect, quote unquote. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic. But anyway, then someone who had talked with me like a year or so ago through messages about another topic saw this and then messaged, and I was like, oh, good to hear from you again. I hadn't heard from this person since that conversation we had in the past, and they were saying how it was amusing to them that a simple picture sparked this national dialogue. And I was thinking, well, it's not really national just because like 10 of us have talked about it and we happen to be all over the country. That doesn't really make it a national dialogue, but whatever. But it also reminded me of Megan Tonjes, and you may have heard of the booty revolution, and one picture that she put of her butt on Instagram got taken down. So she addressed it, wondering if it was because of her size that they had taken it down, and so I think it got put back up, and then that's what started the whole booty revolution thing that she does. So that's what it reminded me of. And this is not on the same level as that whatsoever. Not the same thing. Like, that to me is a national dialogue. But anyway, it's kind of a similar thing. And so people had been asking me to post more things like that. And for me, the big difference is in something like that, it's about what I choose to do. And that's the difference between someone else asking me to do it and me just deciding to do it. And like I said, that when I had originally posted it, it went like a year with no one commenting on it. And that was fine. That's not why I commented on it. I mean, that's not why I posted it. It wasn't for people to start this big dialogue and make it a big deal. That happened later on. So people are requesting more of the same, and I kind of understand it, but at the same time, it's not something that I want to do because I've been told to do it. Generally, if you're telling me to do something like that, it makes me not want to do it. You know, I'm not doing it for you. I do it for myself, and then if people can benefit from it, that's awesome. But I actually had a problem a little while ago with someone requesting something similar to that nature, and I said no, because it wasn't my choice, and I'm not going to do it just because someone asked me to. And it became this whole horrible thing, because then if I did want to post something, which I think is actually when around the same time that I did post that picture, then it becomes oh, well, why was it okay for you to post that picture, but you won't post this picture when I ask you to? And it's like, well, because you asked me to. It's not the same thing as someone choosing to do what they want as being requested to do it, and then attacked by whoever is upset that they didn't do it as per request. So it might be something that I talk about more in the future. I mean, it probably will be something that I talk about more in the future, but it's not something that I feel like I want to talk about right now, because everyone's kind of like, talk about it, do more of it. And I'm like, I don't want to if you're talking about it, you know. Might not make any sense to you, but that's what it is for me. So that's today's video. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to be awesome, blessed be, and goodbye.